الحمد لله رب العالمين الحمد لله الذي هدانا لهذا وما كنا لنهتدي لولا أن هدانا الله لقد جاءت رسل ربنا بالحق الصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء المرسلين خاتم النبيين سيدنا ونبينا ومولانا أبي القاسم المصطفى محمد وبآله الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين المظلومين وصل على صاحب الدعوة النبوية والصولة الحيدرية والعصمة الفاطمية والحلم الحسنية والشجاعة الحسينية والصبر السجادية وآثار الباقرية ومؤاسر الصادقية وعلوم الكاظمية وحجج رضوية وجود التقوية والنقاوة النقوية والهيبة العسكرية والغيبة الإلهية والقائمة بالحق اللهم عجل لوليك الفرج رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي أما بعد فقد قال إمام زمانه أجل الله تعالى فرجا Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. In the name of God, the Beneficent, the Merciful. O Ali bin Muhammad Samari, may Allah increase the reward of you brothers upon your demise. Death will come to you within the next 6 days. Therefore finish your work and do not appoint a successor. The period of the special deputies will come to an end, and the period of the major occultation will commence on your demise. Now the reappearance will only occur with the permission of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala after a prolonged period and after the hearts of the people have hardened, and such a period will emerge on my Shi'as when people will claim that they have seen me. Whoever makes such a claim before the advent of Sufyani and the heavenly voice is a liar and an impostor. La hawla wa la quwwata illa billahi al-ali al-azim. There is no strength but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's. He is the most high and the almighty. Salawat. The four representatives during the minor occultation of our 12th beloved Imam, known as Ghaybat-e-Sughra, had a very vital and important role to play. What roles did they play? They had an important role to play in being the communication link between the Imam and the masses of the people. They had an important role to play in being the guide and filling the void that had been created through the physical occultation of the Imam. But more importantly, their role was to habituate the masses. Their role was to make the public used to the concept of the occultation and how to live without a physical Imam to go to. And the era of the representatives lasted for a total of 69 years. And these representatives were Uthman bin Sa'id al-Amri, Muhammad bin Uthman bin Sa'id al-Amri, Husayn bin Rawh, and finally Ali bin Muhammad al-Samari. And when the era or period of the representatives had ended, the Shi'as had slowly got used to the concept of an unseen Imam. The final and the fourth representative out of the four total representatives, he was an individual by the name of Ali bin Muhammad al-Samari. His period of direct representativeness lasted for around 3 years, after which, just a week before his demise, the Imam sent him a tawqi, sent him a final letter, the contents of which I have just recited before you, and upon which he said that now the Ghaybat-e-Sughra, the minor occultation, will come to an end and the major occultation will start upon your demise. Therefore, the title of tonight's discussion within the series of Imam al-Mahdi Ajjalallahu Ta'ala Farajahu Sharif. Are we ready for him? The 10th. Tonight being the 10th discussion within the series that we have been discussing. It is titled The Lessons That We Can Learn from the Life of Ali bin Muhammad al-Samari, the fourth representative of the Imam of our time. And so that we are able to understand some of the lessons that we have from this illustrious and magnanimous personality, we will look into it at three different levels. Firstly, we will start on learning a little bit about him, his family background, and his life before he became the representative, very briefly. And then we will move on, and on there we'll also discuss some of the challenges and how he responded to those challenges. And then on the second level, we will look into the final tawqeed, the final letter sent by the Imam, and try and analyze it and perhaps take out one or two objections and contradictions that people have pulled out of this tawqeed and respond to those. And finally, we will conclude the session through summarizing the objectives of the representation and the period of the representation. Salawat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Now, continuing with our discussion in learning lessons from the life of Ali bin Muhammad al-Samari, narrations tell us that this representative of the Imam, the fourth representative, he was also a companion of the 11th Imam. Not just that, but he was in constant communication with the 11th Imam through his letters. Now, this individual, Ali bin Muhammad, came from a family known as the Samari family. The Samari family were one of the most famous, reputable, and respected families of the Shias in the whole of Basra. And they were one of the strict supporters of the Ahlul Bayt, so much so their support dates back all the way till the time of our 8th beloved Imam. And they would help and support the family of Ali Muhammad through their wealth and through their knowledge. What do I mean? For example, from their wealth within the family were individuals by the name of Husayn and Muhammad, the cousins of Ali bin Muhammad al-Samari. These individuals were very, very wealthy individuals, and they owned very large estates. You could say they owned half of Basra. So they owned very large estates, and they would donate towards the cause of the towards the Ahlul Bayt. And when people would come asking for more donations towards Ahlul Bayt, they would say, take whatever you want. Half of what we earn is for the Ahlul Bayt. The Ahlul Bayt, we don't just donate to them. They are our partners in business. Whatever we earn is theirs. We have become successful not because of what we have done, but because of the blessing that we have from the Ahlul Bayt. And they would say that whatever we earn is for the Ahlul Bayt, and they would donate much in the cause of the Ali Muhammad. And something we need to, of course, try and learn from. Khums is one separate thing, but donating in the way of the Ahlul Bayt out of another obligation, out of your own pockets, is something else. Regardless, this is the wealth side of things. They would support the Ahlul Bayt immensely through their wealth. On the other hand, for example, if we look at how they would help the Ahlul Bayt through knowledge, the Samari family, within them there was an individual, his cousin by the name of Ali bin Muhammad bin Zayd al-Samari. So Ali bin Zayd was one of the scholars at the time. He served as a companion of the 10th and the 11th Holy Imam. And also, he wrote a book by the title of Kitab al-Awsiya. Kitab al-Awsiya is one of the magnanimous books that defends the concept and the existence of the 12th Imam. He got together the ahadith and all the works regarding the 12th Imam, put it together and tried to clarify any doubts that people had for the 12th Imam. And Shaykh al-Tusi and other scholars have referred to his book, Ali bin Muhammad Zayd. This Ali bin Muhammad bin Zayd is the same individual who used to correspond with the 12th Imam. And he asked, "Oh Imam, please pass me a coffin so that I may be able to use that shroud." The Imam said, you don't need a coffin at the moment. You'll pass away at the year 270 when you will be 80 years. And just as the Imam had prophesied, he passed away exactly at the same year. And before he passed away, the Imam fulfilled his promise. Now these are the illustrious members of the Samari family who would support through their wealth and through their knowledge. So when Ali bin Muhammad al-Samari became the representative, it was not a surprise to the individuals. Rather, his role was largely undisputed, and everyone respected him, and he enjoyed the same level of respect that all of the other representatives had enjoyed previous to him. However, his representative, his period of deputyship, like the other predecessors, has been narrated that it is one of the moments where the ruling party, the ruling governing body of the Abbasid Caliphate, where its oppression and tyranny were at its peak, which is why his social interactions with his representatives were limited. Regardless of that, he was able to enjoy the same respect as all the other representatives enjoyed before him, and which is why all the Shi'as would pass him their khums. However, although his deputyship was largely undisputed, there were still a few individuals that doubted his representativeness. And he would say, look, I am the fourth representative of the Imam. I meet the Imam. If you have any khums, give it to me. I'll give it to him. If you have any questions, ask me. I'll write to the Imam and respond to you. But nonetheless, there were always a few people that would doubt him. Now, how do you respond to that? He would respond to those individuals by showing that he also has the knowledge of the unseen. He also gets the news of the unseen from the direct source, the Imam himself. Let me give you an example. Sheikh At-Tusi, he narrates that he heard it from his teacher, who heard it from Husayn bin Babawayh al-Qummi. Husayn was the brother of Sheikh Sadduq. So the brother of Sheikh Sadduq, Husayn, narrates that after my father Ali al-Qummi passed away, a few people who lived in Baghdad came to me and narrated to me this incident. They used to say that a few of us used to live in Baghdad. We were from Qum. Ali bin Muhammad al-Samari would frequently ask about your father. He would ask, how is Ali bin Babawayh? And we would respond to him by saying, we have received a letter from him. He is fine. He is well. However, he would persist in asking, how is Ali al-Qummi? How is he doing? Is he okay? And we would continuously say, yes, he is fine, he is well, he is healthy. However, on one occasion, Ali bin Muhammad al-Samari, the fourth representative, asks the people in Baghdad, how is Ali bin Babawayh? At this point, the people in Baghdad, they said, look, we haven't received a letter from Ali al-Qummi, but we'll let you know as soon as that comes. So Ali bin Muhammad says, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ease your heart, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala elevate his position. He was giving condolences. So at that moment, they were quite perplexed as to why is he giving us condolences. They marked the date and the moment, and exactly 17 or 18 days later, they got the news that the demise of Ali al-Qummi, Sheikh Sadduq's father, was at the exact same time and exact same day. And they realized that no one can know the exact date of people's death unless the source is direct from the 12th Imam. So of course there used to be people that would challenge him and people that would doubt his representativeness, but then there were also amongst him loyal Shi'as like Sheikh Sadduq's brother Husayn bin Babawayh, who would defend him and show his loyalty towards the fourth representative. Salawat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Let us now go towards discussing the final tawqi' of the Imam. When I say the final tawqi', what do I mean? This is the final letter that was written by the 12th Imam and sent to Ali bin Muhammad al-Samari a week before he passed away. And in this tawqi', he states that now we will end the minor occultation and the major occultation will commence. And Ali bin Muhammad al-Samari received this letter exactly 6 days before he passed away. And after he received the letter, a lot of people would ask, what's up, what's happening with your successors? Who's going to be representative after the Imam? And he would present this letter towards the people. Now, I'm not going to read out what the contents of this letter. I've already done so at the beginning part of my discussion, at the beginning part of my majlis. However, what I would like to do in this time in this discussion is take out some things and analyze the contents of this tawqi'. Let us start. One of the first things that we realize from this tawqi' is that it is prophesied that Ali bin Muhammad al-Samari will pass away, his demise will be in 6 days. And the fact that Ali bin Muhammad al-Samari actually passed away in 6 days establishes the fact that the letter itself was sent by the Imam who prophesied his death, and because he passed within 6 days, we understand that this letter has now come from the correct and direct source. This is the first analysis. The second analysis, if we look into this tawqi', It says to Ali bin Muhammad al-Samari, "O Ali bin Muhammad al-Samari, do not appoint anyone after you." What is the reason that the Imam had to say this? Here, the Imam is being explicit. Here, the Imam is being open and he is closing any door for the people to come after him and represent him directly. There shouldn't be an occasion where someone falsely claims that he is the representative of the Imam, but because the Imam here is clearly saying that after you there will be no successor, because we are now moving towards the major occultation, the Ghaibat Kubra. And so this is the second analysis, where there is no space for people to claim that I am meeting the Imam, I am continuously speaking to the Imam because I am his representative. That's the second part. On the third level, the Imam says, now that I'm going to Ghaibat Kubra, my occultation will be a prolonged occultation where the hearts of the Shi'as, where the hearts of the believers will become hardened, and I will only reappear at the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When the Imam says the hearts of the people will become hardened, what does he mean? Like, what happens is, surely when the physical presence of an Imam is not within a society, then it is normal for the heart of the people to harden. Why? Because if the Imam is physically present, he is giving you directions, he is leading you directly, you are able to speak to him, sit with him, stand with him, walk with him, then this increases the chances of the hearts being softened. However, here the Imam is saying the hearts of the individuals become hardened. And this is what happens when the Imam announces occultation. When he went into occultation, so many people started coming out with notions and so many people deviated. They would say, for example, this is all a myth, there is no Imam. Some would say that the Imam was not even there at all, and these were people just playing with the role of representativeness. Or some people would say, yes, the Imam was there in Ghaibat al-Sughra, but he's what, 74 years now, 69 years of the Ghaibat al-Sughra, 5 years when he became the Imam. He must be 74 years right now. This is a normal human lifespan. He must not exist right now. And so like that, there were so many confusions that kept on creeping in within the faith, and the hearts of the people became hardened. Their faith became starting to waver. And which is where the ulamas, the scholars come in, and they write books to spread knowledge and try and solidify our faith within the existence of the 12th Imam. This is another analysis that we can take from the final letter of the Imam. Another analysis, and something which is more pertinent to what we would like to discuss further, is here. The Imam is explicitly saying, those who claim to have seen me are liars and an impostor. What do we mean? What does the Imam mean? Here the Imam is labeling anyone and everyone who claims to be meeting him as a liar and an impostor. Now, on one hand, here is where the objection comes in. On one hand, we have been listening to people that they've been meeting the Imam. Since we've been raised growing up, we've been listening to stories and anecdotes and incidents on how people have met the Imam, how scholars, how ordinary individuals, pious and otherwise people have constantly been meeting Imam. We have been taught that, for example, if you go Hajj, you're able to meet the Imam. Or for example, we have been learning that Imam does meet you and everyone is able to meet him. And I myself in the series have narrated so many incidents about Shaykh Allama Hilli and so many ordinary individuals that they meet Imam. On the other hand, Imam is explicitly saying, those that claim to meet me and see me are liars and an impostor. Now, what sort of situation do we have here? Let us now turn towards the scholars. Shaykh Allama Majlisi, he in his encyclopedic work Biharul Anwar, in 2 places he tries to answer this objection and he tries to clarify this. And scholars, even after his death, continue taking lessons from what he says. Here, Allama Majlisi clarifies. He says that there are 2 types of people that claim to meet the Imam. The first type of the person that meets the Imam are those individuals that would say, for example, I meet the Imam, I recognize the Imam, and whenever I wish to meet him, I meet him. This is the first type of individuals. The second type of individuals are those individuals that while they're meeting the Imam, while they see the Imam, while they have the audience of the Imam, They don't realize that this is the Imam. They think that this is one of the Arab person helping them. And then as soon as this Arab person disappears from their sight, they realize, oh, hold on a second. This was an Imam that I was speaking to, like the likes of Allama Hilli, Sheikh Mufid, Ardabeli, etc. Allama Majlisi says the first of those individuals are liars and imposter. They are the ones that say that I meet the Imam constantly. I recognize him when I meet him. They would say, for example, I know I'm meeting the Imam here and there, etc. What is the reason that the Imam had to explicitly say those are the types of individuals that are liars and imposters? Let me clarify this to you. You see, if the Imam wouldn't have said this, anyone can say, for example, oh, I met the Imam yesterday and the Imam said, you can pass your khums towards me and I'll give it to him. Or, for example, I meet the Imam on every Sunday for dinner or on every Friday and I meet him continuously. If you have any issues, come to me. Oh, and by the way, I met the Imam yesterday. He says, if you want to go to heaven, all of you will have to donate £1,000,000 towards me. Give me a gift of £1,000,000. Or if you don't want to go to hell, follow me and pledge my allegiance. You see, if the Imam wouldn't have made that statement explicitly, there would be no way to disprove these false claimants. We would not be able to say which one's the right one, who actually meets the Imam, who is the actual representative, and who in fact is a false claimant. However, on the other hand, we have narrations where, for example, an individual, a scholar would meet the Imam in his hardship, and as soon as the Imam vanishes, they realize. Do they realize whilst they were talking to Imam or later on? They realize it later on. So here, these are the type of people that actually do meet the Imam of our time. So these were the objections of why does the Imam say that those that meet me after my ghaibah are liars and imposters. Salawat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. This now brings a conclusion to what we were speaking about, a conclusion of the fourth representative. Now, a question arises, is what's the reason that the Imam had to go through the hardships of getting four representatives, training them, sending them tawqis, sending them letters for the people? Why couldn't he have just gone to Ghaibate Suq Kubra directly to the major occultation without having going through these four deputies and representatives? Now the scholars say there are two reasons. The first reason why the Imam did that was to habituate the common Shi'as, the believers. Like I previously said 3 majalis ago, there was a period known as period of Hira, uttermost confusion, where people did not know who to believe, where to go, what to do, who to pay their khums to. They would never have that situation that their physical Imams was not approachable. Yes, the Imam may have been in a different country, he may be under house arrest or in prison, but the physical presence of the Imam was still there. So the scholars say that the reason why the Imam chose this Ghaibat Surah was to habituate the people on the concept of Ghaibat and to remove any ignorances that they have regarding this concept. This is the first reason. The second reason is the scholars say that as soon as the Imam had left, there was a void. That there was a void because of the ghaibat of the Imam, and these four representatives came to consolidate that, to guide the believers through the Imam until they were trained, until they were ready, so that then the Imam could then transition into the major occultation, Ghaibat al-Kubra. Ayatollah Baqir al-Sadr, Shaheed Baqir al-Sadr says the transition from the minor occultation to the major occultation shows that the objective of the minor occultation was met. So this is the life of the fourth Safir, Ali bin Muhammad al-Samri. In order to bring this to a quick conclusion and a summary, we have discussed about the fourth representative, more importantly his life, his family life, his challenges that he faced, and we paid significant attention to the final letter which was received to him. We analyzed that, we took out an objection to it, and we responded to that and presented a summary of the objective of the representation. This, tonight, the discussion that we have been discussing is the 10th discussion of the series in a whole. Alhamdulillah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has blessed us to discuss the series titled Imam al-Mahdi Ajalallahu ta'ala Farajahu Sharif. Are we ready for him? And in this series, we have discussed the all important question of are we really ready for him? And we have tried to give anecdotes of those individuals, that the messiahs that were prophesied at different times, and how people reacted to that, and how this question should always come in our own minds. We were also blessed to discuss in the series how to prepare for the Imam of our time. We discussed briefly the duties of the Imam, on how he's the protector of the faith and how he helps the common believers. We then discussed our own duties, and we also discussed the lives of the four representatives, Ali bin Muhammad al-Samari being the last one. And within the series, we've also discussed the arguments that we get against the longevity of the Imam, the fact that he's alive for 12 or 13 centuries. We pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to accept whatever little that we had to offer during these 4 series, and pray to him that we are also able to be part of his ashab and ansar. Before I transition into the Masa'ib, I would like to present to you a very short yet beautiful nazm by a great poet of Islam. Salawat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. عزیزو ایک نظم پیش کرنا چاہوں گا. شاعر آل محمد نے کیا خوب کہا ہے, ایک روز یہ منظر بدلے گا, ایک روز یہ منظر بدلے گا, ایک دن یہ چمن لہرائے گا, یہ دھرتی سونا اگلے گی, یہ چرخ گوہر برسائے گا, گلشن میں چلے گی ایسی ہوا, یہ دور قضا مٹ جائے گا, یہ دین نظام ظلم و ستم, یہ ایک دن یہ نظام ظلم و ستم خود ظالم کو رلوائے گا, خنجر کا کلیجہ کاپے گا, تلوار کا سر جھک جائے گا, سب ٹھاٹ پرا رہ جائے گا جب آنے والا آئے گا. ٹوٹیں گے جس میں لال و گہر, پھوٹیں گے مقدر ڈالر کا, نیزوں کی چمک بھول جائے گی, اڑ جائے گا پانی خنجر کا. اے اہل جفا کیوں کرتے ہو یوں چرچا فوج و لشکر کا, اے اہل جفا کیوں کرتے ہو یوں چرچا فوج و لشکر کا, تم مرحبو انتر کے بیٹے, وہ لال ہے شیر دلاور کا, زہرا کی دعا ہے سینہ سے پر, کون اسے بھلا ٹکرائے گا, سب ٹھاٹ پرا رہ جائے گا جب آنے والا آئے گا. اے وادی نجد کے راہ زنو, اے وادی نجد کے راہ زنو, کیوں ہم کو آنکھ دکھاتے ہو, تم بھیک میں مانگ کے لائے ہو, اس طاقت پہ اتراتے ہو, کھاتے ہو پیمبر کا صدقہ اور امت پر غراتے ہو, مہمان کا خون بہاتے ہو, ایمان کا نقش مٹاتے ہو. ایک روز تمہیں بتوں کی طرح تمہیں کعبے سے نکالا جائے گا, سب ٹھاٹ پرا رہ جائے گا جب آنے والا آئے گا. ایک روز یہ تم سے پوچھیں گے بیدار مقدر کس کا ہے, کس کی ہے ہوا کس کی ہے فضا, نظم ماؤ اختر کس کا ہے تسلط صحرا پر, گلشن میں گلیتر کس کا ہے. ارے پانی پہ مسلح بچھنے دو تب کہنا سمندر کس کا ہے, جب اپنا سفینہ ابرے گا طوفان کا جگر تھرائے گا, سب ٹھاٹ پرا رہ جائے گا جب آنے والا آئے گا. آخری مصرع. دنیا کی زمین تھراتی ہے, دنیا کی زمین تھراتی ہے, رشتی کی حفاظت کیا ہوگی, ارے فتوے سے تو دنیا ہلنے لگی, تلوار کی طاقت کیا ہوگی. نائب کی آیت اللہ خمینی, نائب کی جب اتنی ہیبت ہے, آقا کی جلالت کیا ہوگی, اس تاج کی درگت کیا ہوگی, اس تخت کی حالت کیا ہوگی. ابھرے گا شفقت بن کر وہ لہو اور انگارے برسائے گا, سب ٹھاٹ پرا رہ جائے گا جب آنے والا آئے گا. صلوات پڑھیں محمد اور آل محمد پر. عزیزان گرامی اور سامعین محترم, دنیا کا بچہ یہ جانتا ہے کہ مولا حسین علیہ السلام کا عشرہ فقط 10 دن کا ہوتا ہے, مگر اللہ جانے ثانی زہرا سیدہ زینب کا عشرہ کب ختم ہوگا. کون زینب جو دشت میں رہ گئی تنہا تو وطن یاد آیا, پانی پایا تو ہر ایک تشنہ دہن یاد آیا, लेके हर चीज मदीने से चली थी ज़ैनब, भाई के लाशे पर पहुंची तो कफन याद आया। अजादारो कौन ज़ैनब? वो ज़ैनब जिसको इतना पैदल चलाया गया, इतना पैदल चलाया गया कि पाँव में छाले पड़ गए। फिजा कहती है जब 11 मुहर्रम आई ना तो मुझे अली बहुत याद आए। लोगों ने पूछा फिजा 11 मुहर्रम को तुम्हें अली याद क्यों आए? तो कहा कि जब ज़ैनब बहुत छोटी सी थी ना तो हर वक्त मेरे गोद में रहा करती थी। अली फरमाते थे फिजा ज़ैनब को पैदल चलने की आदत डाल। मुझे मौला का जुमला समझ में नहीं आता था, लेकिन जब 11 मुहर्रम आई तो ज़ैनब को इतना पैदल चलाया गया कि पाँव में छाले पड़ गए। हाँ अजादारों, 11 मुहर्रम का दिन कोई मामूली दिन न था, कयामत का दिन था। एक मर्तबा उमर साद फौज अपने फौज से कहता है सारे सरों को जमा करो, सारे सरों को नोके नेजा के ऊपर बुलंद करो। नोका है ये नेजा के ऊपर, सर बुलंद हो गए। एक शकी कहता है लेकिन ए उमर साद एक सर कम है। शब असरे आशूर मैंने देखा था कि हुसैन पुश्ते खैमा किसी मासूम से बच्चे को खैमे के पीछे गाड़ दिए। 200 नेजा बरदार तैयार होते हैं, करबला की जमीन पर गाड़ते चले जा रहे हैं। सकीना फरमाती है फूफी अम्मा मेरे असगर की खैर, फूफी अम्मा मेरे असगर की खैर। आखिरी जुमले अजादारों, बस एक शकी ने अपना नेजा जो जमीन पर डाला, असगर का गला नहीं पूरा असगर निकल आया। सकीना चीख कर पुकारी पुफी अम्मा हर कोई शहीद 2 बार शहीद होता है, एक मर्तबा शहीद होता है, लेकिन हाय मेरा असगर जो 2 बार शहीद हुआ। अला लअनतुल्लाहि अलल कौमिज़ ज़ालिमीन। Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. We pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to accept whatever that we had to offer. And we pray finally to increase in us the ma'rifat and the understanding of the 12th Imam so that we are able to help him as his Ansar and his Ansab when he makes his reappearance official. Salawat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Muhammad wa ali.
कौन सा टाइम है? 44 हुए, 44 हुआ है अभी तो। आई थिंक एक 2 मिनट है, 2 मिनट 46 है आज। अभी मैं देख रहा हूँ। करना पड़ेगा, कोई बात नहीं अभी। अब कल नहीं आ सकेंगे, कजिन सिस्टर बैठो बैठो। वैसे बहुत करते हैं, बुलाते हैं। 48 48 48 है,